WordPress 7.0 is almost here. It's going to be released in a couple of weeks. And as a preview, I'm going to show you that it has a new AI capability built in. So just enable it and you can do all sorts of stuff. In this video, I'm going to show you what you can expect from it and whether it's a useful tool. So let's jump in. Now, when you have a WordPress 7 installed, then go to the settings and you'll see there are two new menus, connectors and AI. Let's take a look at the AI menu here. First, you have to enable it, and then you can select which experiments to activate. Let's take a look at all of those here. First, there is a content classification, that these AI-powered suggestions for post tags and categories based on content analysis. And you can select the taxonomy strategy, whether it suggests existing terms or suggest new terms based on context, and set the maximum suggestions number. I activated excerpt generation, alt text generation, image generation and editing, and meta description generation. You can also enable review notes, content summarization, title generation, and abilities explorer. For the sake of this video, I have all those activated, and later I'm gonna show you what is what here. Now let's go to the connectors. And in order to connect your site with suitable AI provider, you can do it here. For example, if you would like to connect it with Claude, then set it up, enter your API key, same with the Google and same with OpenAI. But now pay attention that for all of those you need an API key, and API pricing is different from the regular pricing. For example, pricing for Claude APIs is shown here. You'll see the price for base input tokens is $5 per million tokens. And these are the prices here. And if we take a look at the OpenAI pricing, you'll see input costs $2.5 per million tokens, output costs $15 per million tokens, and so on. And if we take a look at the Gemini pricing, these are here. Long story short, to use API key here costs usually more than using your desktop app for ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and so on. Okay, next, let's go to the all pages. I have created a page here. Let's open it up. And now you'll see there is a title. When I click here, there is a regenerate button. Now, when I create a new page, there is also a generate button, but when I click here, it says content is required to generate title suggestions. And for me, this button here is a little bit pointless. What is the point of the generate button if there is no way to create a prompt for it? It would be wise to add a prompt option. For example, if I click here, I can add my prompt and it will generate me a title. The same happens with a generate featured image. If the content is not added, nothing happens. So, since I have a content here, when I click on the regenerate button, it generated me a new title, but it did not offer me an option to choose whether I want to select the title or not. Let's do it one more time. It just changed it and nothing happened. And once again, for me, it's a bit half-baked solution because maybe I don't like the version. Now I have to click on the undo button in order to revert it. It would be wise to offer me a couple of solutions and then I can choose whether I like the new version or not. Next, on the right, you'll see there is a generate featured image button. When I click on it and the image prompt is based on the content, now it generates the image, and usually it takes approximately a minute or so to generate an image. For some reason, once again, I am unable to add my own prompt, but it would be nice if I would be able to create my own prompt for the image generation. Now it's generating alt text, imports image. And this is the image it generated. As you see, it's 869 kilobytes. It created alt text, which says creating a custom HTML iframe for embedding a map. Under the description, it adds very lengthy description and it tells that it's generated by OpenAI and so on and so forth. So for me, this feature is not very useful. It's much easier for me to generate the image somewhere else, edit it, compress it for the web, and upload it. For me, this image generation is something random, but for the sake of the test, let's generate the new one. And let's see whether this time it works a bit better. Now one more thing, since WordPress 7.0 has not been released yet, it will be released in 2 weeks or so. So this is the release candidate I'm using. So I'm hoping they will make it a bit better. At the moment, I'm not impressed as much as I hoped I would be. Okay, once more it imports the image, and this is the image it generated now. It's a bit better. The alt text says embedding a map with a location marker using HTML iframe. So I'm gonna set this as a featured image, and let's move on. Before I proceed, I have a quick favor to ask. Give this video a like, and I'll give you a virtual cookie with 0 calories. Now there is a add excerpt option. You can generate it here. Let's generate it. Let's take a look how long will it take. Well, it took approximately a couple of seconds, and this time the excerpt is a pretty good one. Next, let's take a look at the generate review notes. This will review the content of this post block by block, so it will take a look at every block here, and it creates notes attached to each block with suggestions. Let's take a look at it. So it reviews all the blocks. Currently I have 15 blocks. Let's see what it finds. Now it says one suggestion added, view those notes here. Let's click. And now when I scroll down, I don't see any notes. Well, what happened here? Let's see. For some reason, I don't see anything. Previously, when I have tested it, it worked, but not now. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna refresh. Let's see what happens. Well, I don't see anything, therefore let's do it one more time. Now you'll see notes icon appears here, so probably something happened. It says one suggestion added. Let's see. Yeah, it says that for this block, remove the sentence fragment, just a copy-paste job that takes under 5 minutes, or rewrite it as complete sentence. But if I take a look at this block, doesn't make any sense. Remove the sentence fragment, just a copy-paste job that takes under 5 minutes. I don't see anything related to this here. So I'm gonna add my own comment, reply. Nothing happens, so it will not generate anything else here. I'm gonna just delete this comment. Well, I don't see any use for these types of review notes if they don't add any value. Okay, I added a new post, the customize the refresh button plugin for WordPress you didn't know you needed. Let's start from scratch and let's generate a title. It generated it, but it's not better than it was, so I'm gonna undo it. Now let's generate review notes. Let's see whether it works better now. Once again, it says one suggestion added. Let's take a look at the suggestion. Replace this generic alt text with description of what the image shows, or leave it empty if the image is decorative. Let's take a look. What is the alt text here? Well, alternative text is the same as the title, so I don't think that this suggestion adds any value. Okay, once again, let's try to generate a summary, and with a couple of seconds, it generated this summary block. The post introduces a WordPress plugin, and so on. Okay, this at least makes any sense. All other ones did not make any sense. Next, generate method description. It generated this one here. I can copy it and paste it to the SEO plugin meta description field. So it's somewhat useful. Next, categories. Suggest categories. Since I have a relatively blank site, it says no taxonomy suggestions were generated. Therefore, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna create some random categories. For example, WordPress and WooCommerce, WordPress themes, WordPress plugins. Now I created 3 tags also, so let's go back to the posts, open this post. Once again, let's go to the suggest categories, and it suggests WordPress plugins, WordPress and WordPress themes. Let's see whether it suggests any tags. It says no taxonomy suggestions were generated. Even though it somewhat works, I don't think it's very useful for me. So most likely I'm not gonna activate this suggestion on my site. Now this is done. Let's go to the media library. And what else do we have here? You'll see there is a generate alt text option here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna delete all the texts just to see whether it works. I'm gonna update this one here and this, and it's already empty. So library, select all 3 images, generate alt text, apply. It says generating alt text 0 out of 3. So 1 is completed, 2nd is completed, and we'll see that alt text generated for all 3 images. I'm gonna open all those images and see whether those make any sense. I don't see any text generated for this one. This has a text, and 3rd one has also a text. For some reason it said that all 3 images have a alt text generated, but only 2 out of 3 has it. So it seems that this feature is also a bit buggy. What else do you have here is a generate image. Now let's take this text and add it as a prompt. Let's see what happens. Generating image. And as I said, usually it takes a minute or so to generate it and import it to the library. Okay, there it is. Let's save it to the library. It generates alt text, imports. Let's take a look at the library. There it is. The file size is 2 megabytes. It's a PNG file, which means I need to resize it and compress it in order to add it to my site. So once again, I don't think that this image generation is too useful for me. Now, if you go to the plugins and take a look at the installed plugins, you'll see that for every connector it installs its own plugin here. So when you activate your AI abilities on your site, then it will install at least 2 plugins, one for the AI feature and 2nd one for the connector. Earlier I mentioned that in order to use it, you need to enter an API key, and this usually costs more than using the desktop app. And to test it, here's my usage. As you see, today is April 10th, and you'll see that the cost for all this I did in this video is 61 cents. And I even did not do any complicated stuff. So pay attention that it may cost you a lot of money if you'll do more serious stuff. And there you go. This is the built-in AI features and the experiments for your WordPress site. Now let me know in the comments whether you find this feature in the WordPress useful, but for me I don't think that I'm gonna use it at all. Now I have made a separate video about how to connect your Claude, Cursor, VS Code or any other MCP compatible client to your WordPress site. The plugin is called Nova Mira. It's a free plugin and it allows you to do much more than this WordPress AI that I showed you in this video. So if you're interested, then take a look at the video you'll see on the screen right now. In this, I'm gonna build a full website by just using a Claude desktop app. In the meantime, take care.